Why do you think kids today act the way they do?
That's way too loaded of a question. Are you referring to what we were talking about in class with the fact that they are lazy?
Yeah.
Okay. I think kids are lazy because they can be. I don't think any children are bad kids. I don't think they do anything to be bad. I think they are lazy because they've gotten away with it. So why do they get away with it? Or why do they choose to be lazy? Well, if somebody told me I would make the same exact salary and I would have the exact same working conditions and I didn't have to come to work every day, I wouldn't either. And I think that's what we're seeing with the kids.
My name is Robert Bishop. I'm 15 years of age. I'm a student at Johnston High School. My hobbies in free time, I like to play Guitar Hero Legends of Rock, and I want to get the new one coming out in June, Aerosmith. My life goal is to become a comedian or a writer, and my favorite quote in my life is when my dad answered the phone and started swearing into it. It was so funny. He just goes, "Hello?" and just starts swearing.
My name is Nick Marchand. My hobbies are football, all kind of sports, listen to music, hang out with friends. I'm a student here at Johnston High School. I'm going East next year. What else? My favorite quote or saying probably would be, "What goes around comes around." Peace.
And why do you think they fall into such things like drugs and violence and sex and stuff like that?
Because they're lazy.
Because they're lazy.
I think it's all the same thing, because they can. I don't think when a kid tries marijuana or takes his first sip of alcohol or steals a cigarette from his mother's pocketbook for the first time, I don't think they're being a bad kid. I think they're testing the boundaries, and if they get away with it, they'll continue.
My name's Leanna Dorico. I'm 16. I'm a student. My hobbies, like what I do in my free time, just hang out with my friends. I don't really know my life goals yet, and a favorite quote is "Live life to the fullest."
So, when they do see the consequences of what they do, like they get drunk, they barf, they end up in a place, they don't know how they got there. Why do you think they still go back to do the things that they do?
That's probably too complicated to answer, because I think each child is dealing with their own stuff. I think that as a whole, people who get caught up in a drug culture or an alcohol culture, they're not making the choice to, hey, I think I'll be a junkie. That'll be a nice aspiration. I think they fall into, I think they're looking for an outlet, and maybe that's the problem with what we do as a society, is we don't ever talk to the kids about, we always just say no. We always tell them that the reason why we don't want them to do drugs. We don't acknowledge their reasons that they want to try them, that they want to escape, that they want to do, something thrilling or exciting or, something against their mother. All of those things are real, and so when it works, now you've got the other part of that is now they can become addicted. And I think they're two different things.
What's up? I'm Dan. I'm 16, and my occupation is to get alcohol poisoning. My hobbies are partying and drinking and playing pool and bowling. My life goal is to meet Bob Marley, even though he's dead, and to become a professional bowler. And my favorite quote is turn on, tune in, and drop out.
The kids you teach now, where do you see them in the next 10 years?
Changing my bedpans, which is really scary. I think that the kids that we see in our 9th grade class, in 10th grade, have an inflated sense of success. They believe they're brilliant. There is very little humility. And therefore, learning anything is too painful for some of these kids, because somebody has to tell them no, and somebody has to tell them they're not the most wonderful thing we've ever seen. And therefore, I think they're going to get fired from a lot of jobs. Or we're going to end up with such a pathetic workforce that China will take over. I don't know. It's one of those things that either the door is going to hit them in the butt and they'll learn and they will simply rise to the occasion because the natural consequence will be extreme enough. Yeah, I think I'll stick with my answer there. The door will hit them hard enough. It's just, well, will it be too late for that particular child?
Nolan, I'm 16, my occupation is McDonald's, and my hobbies include guitar, computer, and video games. And my favorite quote, I haven't made one yet. I love Cody. Oh, life goals. I want to have a family.
Do you think that if something happened to intervene in their lives, such as a religion, as you know, Christianity or Buddhism, if God took place in their lives, do you think they would change at all?
Yes, but I think yours is too big. I think it needs to be smaller. Each step needs to be smaller. If there was an immediate consequence that was more uncomfortable than barfing, you know, I think that that's what would do it. So I think that if you're talking about organized religions would give you that step, that help with moral development, moral consequences, give you a discussion forum. But I don't think the philosophical means much to a kid who's going out partying with his friends. I think, you know, having his mother drag him by the ear to church on Sunday, even though he's hungover, helps a child make a decision not to do that again.